Hey guys, here at osmvdxreviews.com. We have a very special first unboxing for you guys of a very old retro device. This is the HP Invent, the IPAQ H2200 series Pocket PC device. This is really interesting because it was released around 10 years ago, actually, from today's date. So over a decade ago, this device was released, and very interestingly, we have a new product. Basically, a lot of the parts haven't even been opened yet. It's sitting in a box. We're going to unbox this very retro device and just kind of take a look back at the memories of yesteryear. So the box itself is very generic, just very brown. It says HP on it. Not too much information about the actual product. Some information about the HP IPAQ that's sitting inside the Pocket PC, but not much information else otherwise. There's a seal on the bottom, which is broken, and we can take open, and it just says important, how to charge it first and connect it to your PC, and what information, what software to install. Sitting right on top, instead of the product itself, like most packaging today, it's actually the software that comes first, which was, again, something of the norm back in the day. There's some product key information that's probably long out of date, software information, some installation, getting started stuff, which we will open right now. Some information that's interesting. So hopefully get this plastic wrap opened. It's a little bit difficult right now. This plastic is actually on very tightly. There we go, finally open. This is interesting because back in the day when this product was first released, the H2200 series, it actually retailed for around $400, which is quite expensive for a Pocket PC. It doesn't have Wi-Fi, it does have Bluetooth on here and also infrared and beaming technology for wireless information. And it does have a touchscreen display, of course, and ran on Windows mobile operating system. So throw that to the side. You can see that on top here. We just have the product information, the CD on here, and we also have a installation packet for the actual software. Over here, the getting started guide, which is actually in full color, which is quite impressive. Tells you how to set up, how to calibrate the touchscreen. We have a how do I guide for setting up. For Wi-Fi, you have to install, I think, a third-party adapter on here, which you can purchase. There's know your options, how to print stuff from your Pocket PC, how to return it. There's a worldwide license and warranty on full color. This is an Audible audiobook, free audiobook advertisement, which you can install. You can see that back then what the bestsellers were, of course, quite different from they are today, and all that information. So let's set that to the side and see what's inside. So now that we have that out of the side, we actually have the Pocket PC. Let's take a look at the case first, which is actually included. Quite interestingly, it's made out of this nice soft touch material, synthetic leather, which is and a foam-like interior that actually wipes off the screen, which is quite nice. There isn't a belt loop, so it's just basically a case for you to carry around with you. It's a little bit difficult though, so you probably have to just carry it in your hand. A little bit awkward, but it seems to be pretty nice. Nothing else in here. Take that to the side there. Over here we have the cradle itself, which is kind of crazy. I haven't seen one of these in such a long time. Throw that off. Just as important before plugging it into a USB port onto your computer, how to charge it. There's an HP logo. There's an indicator light to show you when it's charging, when it's not. And the cradle basically just sits in there. It also charges an auxiliary additional battery pack, so you can charge actually 2 battery packs in case you're going on a long road trip and you want to swap out your batteries, which is quite interesting as well. So it's quite large for a cradle, so it's difficult to carry with you, I guess, but it's nice to have if you want to have it on a desk or in your office. And here is the actual charger itself, which is quite different from the actual desk cradle to sync information with your PC. The actual charger itself has a proprietary tip, which is interesting. It just really only belonged to the first generation versions of the Pocket PC, so we'd see that. And it has actually 2 additional adapters. And there's an additional adapter right here, which you can actually use for different HP IPAQ PDA models. So if you had different versions, you can hot swap these adapters and they would all work because at the same DC voltage output and input, which is quite nice. And it's easy to carry on with you. So this is at least quite nice for travel. And finally, we have the actual Pocket PC. And there's nothing on the back because we have the actual battery cover here. It's made out of metal, which is quite nice. And I believe the stylus as well as the battery. So that's interesting. Let's take a very quick first look at that. Taking a look at the battery first, it seems to be a 3.7 volt 900 milliamp hour battery, which is not that big in today's standards, but back then it was actually pretty decent. The battery would go in like so. Again, this isn't a SIM card based or a a edge speed or even a 3G speed device. It doesn't support any wireless connections other than Bluetooth, again, or additional Wi-Fi. If you plug it into the card reader on the top, it doesn't have any carrier based service onto this product. Seems like I accidentally put it in there wrong. I had to put this onto the bottom first. See if I can take this out, like so that it's going to be easier to take out the battery. And now the battery would go in like so, and it would fit in. Hopefully it does like this. So overall, the device as a whole, the H2200 series, is a fairly mid-end PDA of the day. It doesn't have too many features that are outstanding, but it is a fully rounded device that's easy for the mid-end target audience. It's great for most consumers out there. And it does have a pretty nice weight to it. It's made out of some metal materials as well as plastics and some rubber gripping patterns for you to easily take it with you without dropping. There's a speaker on the bottom, and there is your stylus pen, which is quite large, which is pretty impressive. Fits into the top like that. There's your ran on the PC Premium 2002 with Outlook edition, so it's a very early version of Windows Mobile, maybe not even that. You can see at the top here we have that aforementioned connector port for additional peripherals, such as again the Wi-Fi adapter card, and there's also a SD card reader, which is for expanding the memory and for other application installation processes. There's a full 3.5mm headphone jack, which is very impressive, and the bottom is that aforementioned dock connector, and we see a 4-way navigation toggle, which is chrome edged, very fingerprint magnety. We have 4 control buttons, from a calendar to a menu to a mail to a back key to a hotlock key, and the touchscreen itself, I believe, measures around 3.5 inches diagonally. It's a resistive one for handwriting recognition, which is quite nice. There is 2 LED indicators on the top, as well as a power on and off switch on the very top of the device, and that's pretty much it as far as design is concerned. I don't think there's any power on here, of course, after 10 odd years, so we are going to charge it and then power it off, and finally probably give a retro review of this product on our website at osandvtxreviews.com. But that's just been a very interesting first look / unboxing of this product. Thanks for watching here at osandvtxreviews.com.